Hi, this is Joseph with an interesting topic on sensitivity. Whether in the political, religious, or personal relationship realm, sensitivity is really the devil's device. The end result of sensitivity is that you lose your usefulness because nobody can tell you anything. Don't we all want to grow? Don't we all want to be closer to the Lord? Don't we want to do things the right way? Well, if we want to, then we should be willing enough to take it and to accept it when we're not. Another sign of pride is when we are too sensitive and we snap back or we feel hurt. Such sensitiveness is definitely born of pride, and pride is of the enemy. So we all should ask the Lord to deliver us from this machination of the evil one. This is such a strong temptation for so many. Some people are actually proud of being sensitive. They think that being sensitive is a good thing. But being so sensitive, so easily hurt, shows just how proud they really are. It's not being sensitive to the Lord and His Spirit. It's being sensitive to yourself. We all have a tendency to feel that way sometimes, but we should try to watch it and try to have so much love and humility that it really doesn't hurt, because only pride hurts. Humility doesn't really feel it. It's the pride and the proud spirit that really feels it and really hurts. Along the same lines, when people are easily offended, it usually shows that they're not very strong and pretty unspiritual. Often when they get offended at others, it gives them a sense of self-righteousness. They think they are right and others are wrong, or being unfair or unjust to them, which ministers to their pride. When anyone gets so proud and so smart that they can't stand somebody to even give them a suggestion, much less a correction, they're in pretty bad shape, I'd say. When people get like this, it just shows that they're not holding on to the Lord, and anything and everybody and everything can get them down. In fact, almost nothing. The slightest little provocation, the slightest little exaggeration, the slightest little insinuation, the slightest little remark, and they've had it. Their skin is so thin, they can't take it. The veneer is so thin and gets scratched very easily. And that nice Christian polish they have turns out to be nothing but on the surface. And all it takes is one little scratch, and everybody can see the horrible sight underneath. Or their spiritual balance is so delicate that nobody dare touch them, or it will tip them off balance one way or the other, and they'll crash. Some people are so damn delicate they can't stand anything. They can't take the slightest pressure. They collapse because they're not holding on to the Lord. They're not standing on the Word. They're not believing in His promises. They're depending on some damn self-righteousness of their own, some depraved greatness they think they have. And let me tell you, that kind of sanctimonious hypocrisy can't stand the shock treatments of the devil. It shatters very easily. Then everybody's given a terrible look at all the horror within because they didn't really hold on to the Lord and keep their eyes on heaven. Sometimes such pride makes it even harder to forgive yourself for your sins and mistakes, even though you know that God will forgive you. When you feel so terribly bad about your mistakes, sometimes it's pride. But in a case when the Lord wants to work on your pride, it's good that you fall or you don't always hit the mark, because then you realize that only the Lord can do anything. And that when you do succeed, it's only the Lord. It's not you. Sometimes He has to let you fail to show you that He's the only one that can succeed.